on the raise of your kicking leg, Shihan, bring up the knee. As your knee is coming up, we want the foot to also kind of come up. Push. So this gives us the kicking radius of all of this action. If the knee comes up, but the foot doesn't come back up here, we miss a lot of where we can get our power from. In order to do it, you got to have a loose foot. It's almost got to be like loose, so that it kind of flops up there. Puss?
Yes.
You can't make it a muscle thing. It has to be my knee went up so fast that my heel hit my butt. Puss? Keep that in mind as we're doing kicks on the spot. It's just got to be like loose legs, so you get that full range. By the time your knee gets up to the apex, that loose foot should be here and gone. Ready? Each. Light breathing, just like knee. Thumb. Chi. Go. Root. Nice. Sich. Hatch. Cool. Joo. Hey, switch legs. What can go faster? A big circle or a smaller circle? Smaller circle. So when we bring up this foot here, we're making a smaller circle with our legs. If we leave it here, we need to make a big circle with our legs. Us? So make it compact and have this kind of a feel to your kicks. Ready? Heel up. Peace. Peace. Snap. That was nice. So. Chi. Go. Root. Stick. Hatch. Go. Joo. Shake. Other side. Last ones. Make them your best. Each. Knee. Breathe. Remember, you don't want this action, but you do want abs lifting that knee. Us? Don't depend solely on the foot and pressing in. We've got to pull the knee up with our abs. Ready? 10 more. Each. Small circle. Knee. So. Chi. Go. Root. Sich. Hatch. Cool. Doing that. Nice. Anyway. Good. One line back. Every second person step forward. Don't turn around yet. Don't turn around yet. Face this way. Probably this way. Your way. Break down left leg ahead. Good. Okay, so front stance. Some details on the front stance. We should be within our hips, so our feet should be 1 hips distance apart. Plus, our feet, the insides should be pretty parallel with each other. Plus, so really work on making the back one inside and the front one inside parallel. You might be a little bit of not perfectly parallel, but that's with a little bit of the toe in here, you'll have that feeling. Width-wise, you should be 1 hip and a half. So from this to here, should be like 1 hips and another half of your hips. Plus, so try to keep those things in mind. Knee should be over the big toe. Knee over the big toe. Parallel. 1 hip wide, hip and a half long. Plus, good. Hands up. Knees out, make that knee come out over the big toe on both feet. That allows us to kind of get in the best sprinters type of a stance to explode from. We can't get too much in a sprinter stance because we got to still be able to throw our fists. So we can't bend down like this. But this we can do. Let's good. Turn around, face your partner. Both in front stance. Hands out like this. Touching hands like this, front stance. Press. Both people pushing. Feel where you're getting your power from in your stance. Press. Pressing. Both hips to showman. Hips to showman. Okay. Keep the posture, kind of feel like both feet are pressing into the ground. Perfect front stance. Push as hard as you can to the other person. Just feel your feet in the ground. Your hata. Lead with your hata. Your hata is 2 inches above your belly. Feel that on the whole spine. The whole spine here. Feel hata and hata. Feeling pushing here. Also, whole spine. Push with this and this. Not your arms. Good. Switch legs. Keep the pressure as you're switching legs even. You should be able to just keep the pressure pushing on your form. Good. Switch feet on your own time. Keep your posture. You don't want to, if you're leaning too far forward, you need to take away the pressure and you fall forward. So make sure you're kind of in a stance where you can push forward or backwards. Let's give it too much. Balance looks bad. Just take it all. Okay. Good. Keep going. Just keep. Rotate to your left, please. Through the next line. Move over. Good ski. Face your partner. Both sides break down. That's like it. My position. Actually, both sides in your position, but this far apart, so that I can be here and they can be here. Keep it out of position. I have my hands out here like this. Nathan has his hands on my wrists, extended like this and punches.
Like this?
Yeah, just like this. I extend my punch. Nathan does an outside block. Here. Here.
So you're going from my head also.
If I do a low punch, Nathan has to do a low block. He should be able to feel where I'm going with each punch. Plus, this side here is doing slow punches. So when I'm doing a punch to the head, Nathan, when he's doing his technique, needs to do a long breath. So it has to be out. So exhaling, it's called ibuki. So do an ibuki to time the technique. With your partners, keep it out of position. Get your hands right. One on the inside, one on the outside. The puncher is like this. Hands open. The blocker is like this. You do your punch, it's going inside, you do back to the inside here, and you do a punch. So the puncher has their The blocker has their hands extended, palms out, on the outside. The puncher can do a punch to the head, or they can do a punch to the mid. Let's. Hajime. Still pull it down there. It's left. Remember, you don't want to miss by much. You want to just deflect right by the face. Let the punch go, just deflect it at the very end. Keep at it. Switch sides. Do about 20 or 30 on the left. Good. Eyes closed this time. So the blocker and the puncher both can have their eyes closed. When I punch, puncher can keep their eyes open. The blocker should just be able to feel my hands start to move and be able to catch them. Push. Ready. Hajime. Again. This time, on the outside. If I go, and you're still here, I'll punch the head up, rise, and block. It's almost like we're in a situation where it's like this. Shutting that close. Guessing. The kick, push, rotate to your left. Both sides break down left leg again. Sorry, with this one. Yo again. This time, Drew has his hands up. I have my hands up. Drew punches, left hand to the head. This time, I want draw hand and hip. So Drew's going to do a punch. He'll do draw hand and punch to my head. Lewis, right? This time, I step back with my not block-siding hip, and only here. Whoops. This side I want draw hand, so it's like you go to draw hand too when you do your punch. For now we'll do interchange. Us. So first again, hands are like this. Inside this time. I'm the blocker. Last time I was the blocker, I was outside. Inside, Drew does a punch. Both sides, two draw hands. Us. It's really, one of the other reasons we do draw hand is because if we're out, two hands out like this, I want to get this one free so that I can hit two. Us. So, and if Drew's biting me here and he punches with this one, but I still got this one, he's not going to have very much for the next one. So when he pulls this one for a big draw hand, then he has some freedom to be able to go after. So it's just another reason why we would do draw hand, especially in close quarters, is to be able to get my technique some room and stop grabbing my tools. Us. So this one again, I'm on the inside, Drew punches, I am in my good stance, and then back. Us. John.
You have a feeling of leaving your body there just saying back foot, or do you want to get some space?
You really want to move the hip 45 degrees. Us. I want to just do my block here, my arm can move, but it's at this very last second, hip 45, block snap. Us. I don't want to do this. The block has got to go first, then the hip at the very end, or else it's ineffective. Us. Try it. Hands on the inside, blockers, punching. Make sure the punch goes to the head. Try interchange, don't do them one after the other. Just try like one after the other. Just okay, this time on the block, do block and punch. So this, if I'm going to you, I go back, boom, boom, back. Reverse punch. So make it snap so that it's, you come with this one. Swiss. So as fast as we can get it in, block and counter. Swiss. How's it?
Which side, Sensei, or?
Switch sides, do like 15 or 20 on one side, then 15 or 20 on the other. Make sure you get your reps in. Yeah. Keep. And facing front. Good. So these touch drills are really important for getting our sensitivity and being able to react without seeing. Us? We have to be able to take that and move it from a distance. So we're not always going to be feeling the hands. We're going to have distance between us, but we should feel like we still have connection to them. Us? So the same way we were projecting our eyes through the wall, you've got to be able to project your techniques forward as well. Yoi. Break down left leg. Good, come on, position. Good. I should feel your kamae like you have a bow staff and you're sticking it in my face. Us? And it shouldn't just be like here. It should feel like I'm sticking it in his face. From my front hand and my back hand. Then I'm on him. If not, I'm kind of just got my hands up and where's the spot? I want to feel like I'm already touching him with extensions of my own hand. Then I can kind of follow that extension to where I want to go. Let's my position. Projecting. Eye vectors through the wall. If your eyes are looking at your fist, eyes stare here, be strong. You can't be very strong. Eyes through the wall, then and project through with the arms much stronger. Let's. Technique and eyes should meet somewhere back here after the first. Ready? My position. Just jab, reverse punch. Ready? Knee. So. G. Go. Root. See. Hard. Cool. Ju. Switch legs. Good. Projecting forward. Both hands. Like they each got a brain and they want to be the one that fights. Knee. Knee. So. G. Go. Root. See. Hard. Cool. Ju. Switch legs. Good. A little bit freer with that front foot. I'm okay with the back heel coming up right now. I want body transfer on this one. Most times when we're fighting, we're going to need that extra quarter step to be able to make our contact. Ready? So. G. Go. Root. See. Hard. Cool. Ju. Turn around, face your partner. Anybody will do. Both sides break down like this. Good. This time, hands up over here. On hands up. Your fighting stance. This one, I just want jab to come to this hand, reverse punch to come to this hand. Good. With this one, I want step in and then back. This front foot slides in, hits. This one can hit as the jab is coming in. Ready? Up. Hands up. Good. Breathing. Ibuki with the punches. The exhale at the end, you should never feel like you're inhaling. It should be at the end of your exhale, there's like an automatic inhale. This, to never have that kind of feel. Next one, a little bit more distance. So this time, the person has hands here. This person has hands by the side. And I just want haito, haito, punch, punch. Back. Bus, haito, haito, punch, punch. To your opponent. Bus. Get the swings, watching. My hands are from the side. I hit with the ridge hand. Here, I just want to the front. Bus. I know time. Do about 20 punches, 20 swings, then the other side do it. Start with jab one first. This one. Yep. All right. Should be better. The other one. Good. The body does the punching. Hips rotating. Switch legs to the side. So with these ones, Sean, just put your hands out like this. With these ones, we're trying to get the feeling of this to be the same with our punches. Puss. So from here, our punch would be just straight. Same thing with the high toe. We wouldn't be using our inner muscles. We would just have that kind of tightness. Puss. Same thing as the high toe. Same thing as the reverse punch. It could be the high toe, or it could be the reverse punch. I want all this happening from the internals of your muscles around your spine. Puss. One more set. Getting good whip. Try to get those high toes right on the temple and the punches right on the nose. The second punch can go to the body if you want. I think. Hands out front, causes an interruption, and it gives them something to go around. It's kind of do the motions with them. So that's going. Pick it up. Okay, people let their hands out. Go ahead. Okay, Trade's doing our punches. I don't want to block them. I just want to get her timing. So put your hands up. As I'm doing this, I want her to start just feeling it. She doesn't need to block it. I just need to see that she is reacting with the right hand, catching at the right time. So still try to be fast with your swings and your punches, but blocking side versus just out here, be a bit more reactive. Good. Makes sense? Good, see? Nice, one line again. Get your movement. Your way. Break down left leg ahead. Hey! Good. Stepping in, front kick, ready. Each. Remember, same feeling here. I want that coil nice and tight. Boom! The faster the kick, the better. Knee. Boom. Chi. Go. Guante. Each. Knee. Boom. Chi. Go. Guante. Roundhouse kick. Each. Knee. Song. Chi. Go. Guante. Each. Knee. Song. Chi. Go. Is what there. Everyone's leading really well with their hata, but it seems like everything else is getting kind of left back behind here. Really think hata, yes, but spine also going forward. Try not to let this happen on our kicks. But we should be able to push something while we're doing a kick. You shouldn't kind of be feeling this fall backwards kind of feel. Ready, roundhouse kicks again. Rotate around the spine. Feel like you've got that posture where you can still push and drive. Ready, each. Knee. Have some balance after that kick. Don't be falling into it. Song. Chi. Go. What they turn. Each. Knee. Release. Song. Chi. Go. Right hand. What they. Remember at the beginning of class I said about looking into infinity. This will really help with the roundhouse kick. Most people, their balance is off because their head has got this angle here. And your head is kind of bringing you down. So have that feeling like you're looking off into the distance Not taking your eyes off of that distance. Puss. Don't admire your cape or anything else. You wouldn't take your eyes off them if you had a knife. So you gotta have that same mentality. Puss. One more set. Roundhouse kicks. Eyes to infinity. Each. Knees. Good. That helps with the spine. Posture too. Tone. G. Go. 20. Look up to McDonald's, see who's serving in the drive-thru. Ready? Each. Knee. Nice. Song. G. Go. 20. Do it. See. Your own space, your own kata. 3 times. Think about eyes. Where are my eyes looking? When I do my turn, do I look into the distance or do I look at my technique? Really be impressive with your eyes. Kitsuki. Now kata. Yoi. Hajime. Eyes. Where are your eyes? Infinity or in your head? Nice. Try to see 10 feet in front of you. That's it. Eyes, Gabriel. Eyes up. Don't look down. Same thing there with the eyes. That time you went in your head when you were doing the forward kick. Nice. Adi, keep your eyes up. That's better, Sean.
Yeah,
Good session. Old blank stare. Looking at the wall. Whoa, I can't even shake this guy.
You are ready for anything.
Eyes up. That way? Yep. After that. Eyes to the window. Keep them through the window. Keep them through the window. When you go back to the way, listen. Look at that door. Us. Everybody together. Hian Yan Dan. If you don't know Hian Yan Dan, make sure you're following someone. Adi, get right here so you can watch. Ready, my count. Each. Try to follow along, follow the leader if you can. Back again. A lot of people are moving the wrong foot, so make sure you move this foot. Puss. The kids in the last class, everybody's breaking down this way, stepping back, stepping like they're stepping backwards. We want to step like we're taking control. We're not being surprised. Puss. Ready? Focus, guys. Good, nice back stance. Eyes through the window, through the mirror. Neat. Eyes through the wall. So. Good, take the knee out, Carla. Knee out over the big toe. Pull your foot back a little bit. Have the knee out a bit more. With this one, they really want to see you get a little bit lower than you normally do. Really think it's like a kick to the groin or a knee to the groin, and you need to get down low in order to stop it. Back on that one. This one floats into a back stance. So you're in front stance, floats into a back stance. Plus, good. The knee out, parallel, that's one there. Focus, guys. A little bit lower. Knee. Good. With these ones, make sure we're getting a powerful back fist. I might be doing a low side snap kick, but I really want to get this back fist in there. And it seems like we just kind of put this one out there haphazardly, or we try to time it with the foot, but we really want to get that feeling like we were going to knock him out with the back fist. Because what would happen in this one, if I'm doing the kick, Sean's hands would probably go down low and would give me the perfect opportunity to get that in there. Back to that last move. To here, that's right. Hitch. Good. After we hit them with the back fist, open hand, grab the hair, smash the head. Hips, do all the turning. Going from hanmei to shomen. Like a door closing. Some people will do the wrong hand and they'll do something like this. Make sure you're hit, grab, strike. Trap, strike, hit. Nice. In your arms, you should see a perfect square or rectangle in there. Nice. Ready. Next move. Hitch. Good. Back again. The last one. Think like somebody's grabbing your head. That's what the upper rising block is. And somebody could be grabbing this way for the technique. Make sure this is pretty close to the head. Open hand, open hand. So from here, like an open hand upper rising block.
Now you should back foot stay right. Your feet stay right where they're at. You're just moving your feet.
Loose. Over here. With the turn of your hips and the lead foot, we turn it into a strike. Ready. Back to here. Really build up with this one like you're slicing with it. Ready. That should be to around the neck area. Hand kind of like this. Whack. Good. A little bit higher. Nice. That gives us a pretty good thing here, but we want to finish our opponent off. Ready? Each. Nice. Back again on that one. Make it a close quarters kick. Kind of a feel. So it's almost like your spine doesn't need to have to travel way too far here. Do the kick, keep the spine, and then get to a good position. have the feeling like you're pressing out against the sides of your wrists. So you should feel pressure here before you take off. Ready? Kick, punch, punch. Inch, knees on. Boom, boom. Nice. Pull back. Peach. Good. Projecting forward. Eyes to infinity. Peach, knees on. Eyes straight forward. Peach. Good. Put them through the window. Get out of your head. Back stance. Back stance. Knee. Snap this. Back stance, Carlo. All three of those are back stance until now. Go. So this is we grab the head. And knee to the head. Knee. Best back stance ever. Direction forward with both hands. Spine. Everything going forward, feeling. Yummy. Still looking through the wall, not taking your eyes off of the fighter. Ski. Good job. Shigo! Stop! Two! Say, hey! Show me, hey! Sensei ni, hey! Senpai, hey! Nope. Ski. And relax. So those drills we did today are like called touch scrape drills, and they're very important to do. Nagashi uki, I think it's called, scraping. Any of those kind of techniques where we're doing scraping moves. They're very they're very valuable in situations that come from like here. So when I go to punch, whatever the case may be, we've got to be able to react to our techniques. So especially here, this first one is enormous. To be able to know which and where it's going to go will save us, and that's the way it is in the real world. Rarely are we going to be fighting like this. It would be like this, and then we've got to be able to react from those techniques. Good. Getsuki. Good job, guys. Really work on the eyes. We want to see that in the katas. Right from the all of us. I would do katas and I would not look outside of myself. It would be just kind of inside of my head. No real direction with the eyes. Just trying to do power and speed. We got to have the eyes as well with our kata. Let's. Good job. See you Saturday. Good. Yes. So,
I just talked to Jason last week, and he's like, just get like 15 bucks a week, or 3 or 4 in, and then just kind of, well, yeah, it was, this entire week. Starting from yesterday, my hard drive 4 weeks. Didn't blow up, it's like, I have a 3 terabyte drive. So I'm moving all the essentials. It's been 28 hours. I have every record all my other projects. 28 hours, 35%. I can't take access because I can't access things.
You're witness.
And then I'll be way back getting the new hard drive. My computer over here broke down, or my car. So I got to look for it. This is great. So I'm getting that. I'll get that started with my friends. So 2 weeks in the car. So it's one of those days.
And your hard drive went up.
Well, see, like,
I only ever drive here. Like, I don't go farther than here from my house. Here or I'm the same area. And of course, when I go to work, it's just like getting a drive. And then right after as soon as I got on the highway, the temperature went boom, and it was like 2 concrete barriers. They were full of them. Yeah. Here, I mean, well, it's 2007. I mean, it's held up pretty long. And I just put like 2000 inspections. So it's another 1,000, and I'm like, I need another year.
Yeah.
You know, it seems to be.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? Good. See you, Drew.
bye.
Let's start. Any word on the follow-up? Have you guys talked to him? The doctor?
Who?
Paul, he's one of you, I think, trained.
Oh, Paolo?
Yeah.
I
I still call him Paul. That's when I knew him when I was 13.
Very small, but something else.
Yeah, right.
We changed it after 2 weeks ago. This would be the week that we normally do once every other week. So it would be expected to partly earlier to set up something. Usually it would be like today or tomorrow. These 2 days are the 4 and then 2
You guys have like 5 or 6 classes, haven't you?
Yeah.
Since I didn't know since I've been there since the last couple.
Right,
And he's got a crazy schedule, right?
no, well, so every time I see him, he's worked it out before. So that's all. But every time he texts me, he like goes back to the text where you're in it. You know, so it's a 3-way text, right? So he's texting me, but he always texts you. And then, but see, I see this out of that because it's like 2 to 6. I just, you know how to text. So I get out of that one, and then I text him directly.
I kind of figured I just had it.
Yeah. This is really important. But it just cracks me up every time. You know, it's text.
Well, I just feel bad. I really appreciate you doing this. I feel bad because he's, you know, I work every weekday, and he's like, the weekends are for my family. I'm like, so you want to train like midnight? Like, what do you mean? So I'm glad at least get in here with us.
Yeah.
Still here.
You went to some, oh, that's
Yeah, no, he's came back. Allison jumped in 2 weeks ago. She came for class. Did you hear about what she is?
Yeah.
She beat the cat on the like a used cat right side of your business.
Okay, see you.
Get some boards. Gotta temper those fists and be really hurtful.
I think that talked to you about California. It's crazy scene.
Yeah, he said,
With Avi.
I don't know what time, but
He said next time.